out in a meat missile. If you like meat down your throat, that's all you had to say.
But yo, you call me the Glizz Wiz, gang. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And I'ma really dress it up too. I'm gonna put some onions on that bitch. I'm gonna put some ketchup on that bitch. Grown ass man crisis. Hey, to be completely honest, I know every meme don't really gotta come from nowhere. I have no idea why this grown ass man shit started. Bro, I'm 23, bro. I used to work with kids too. I promise you I was getting called Unc left and right, and I was there when I was like 20, bro. Maybe 21. When I was a little kid and I was watching Disney and Disney XD and shit, like I thought prime years of being cool started from like 16 to like 35. And you can still be cool after that, but I meant like where people view you as like young. Bro, niggas be Unc at 19.
3 things I don't think you should be doing as a grown-ass man. Let's get right into it. Number 1 is having asthma. Nigga, just breathe. You 25 years old and you ain't outgrow that shit yet? Talking about, anybody see my...
Alright, to be fair though, it's only admitting that you have asthma. If you have it, you're walking around telling people, I got asthma, and pumping up and shit, like that's definitely shot. But realistically though, if you a grown-ass man, you can't do 10 push-ups. You a grown-ass man, you can't read a 11th grade excerpt. Grown-ass man talking about zodiac signs. Grown-ass man with a Zen on 2K. Grown-ass man wearing a V-neck shirt. I don't know, like, what the fuck are you thinking? That's all I got for now.
Bro can't handle air. That's a grown man. Lock in, fuck nigga.
Bro, what does it even mean to be a grown man anymore? Like, I swear we're just calling out any sort of behavior nowadays. If you're not actively doing some grown man shit like eating bricks or deadlifting a car, you're low-key at risk of being called out. Like, I know most people use it as a joke, but it's those few Squidward ass niggas that are allergic to fun. Like, being a grown man does not have to be purely suffering. It's gotten to the point where you could just be smiling and somebody's gonna be like, you a grown ass man enjoying yourself.
Grown man, by the way.
Now, to be fair though, there are tons of women nowadays that hate to see niggas having any fun. You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything. You gotta ignore them though. I'm not gonna lie. That's really what makes you a cornball. If women telling you what's corny to them or what's a red flag and you actually stop doing it because they tell you, then you're a cornball.
Way wilting flower, just say that you're unhappy.
And the phrase started off being used well, that's the thing. Like when somebody exceeding a certain age was being childishly whimsical.
He was a grown man. You a grown man, Tyler.
Now it's become as a grown man, you just can't have fun at all. And apparently you can't even order dessert anymore.
You want something sweet down your throat. As a grown-ass man, talking about, I'll have a piece of blueberry pie to end the night.
Do people think there's an expiration date for fun? Like the second the clock strikes...
But to be fair though, he's trolling. You know what I'm saying? I know he knows that he's trolling. But to be fair though, I think there's a middle ground. At the end of the day, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Don't get me twisted. But there's definitely a middle ground. There's some things as a grown-ass man, it's like,
12 and you turn 18, you just gotta go out there and get a blue-collar job. And by the way, why is someone that's 18 considered Unc now? I'm convinced Unc has completely lost its meaning. We just calling anybody Unc. Niggas don't even know how old I am and they call me Unc. So my question is, how old are these people? Real shit. But Unc has been lost its meaning for a while now.
Nah, gangster, that's actually making me wonder, what is the average age of people on social media nowadays? You feel me? Because I feel like when I was younger, back when I was in middle school and high school, we was on IG. You know, you wasn't supposed to be on social media under 13, but I mean, who wasn't? But like all the memes and like all the viral shit, I kind of just assumed like it was teenagers and up like behind those pages and shit. But now at this point in time where everybody's so warped into social media, like these clip pages be ran by like fucking 12-year-olds, bro. So I don't even know like what's the average age on social media anymore that's active, not like excluding the people on Facebook and shit like that. Like I know there's young people on Facebook, don't get me twisted. I know that. I'm from New York. I wonder what the median age is, because it has to be lower than whatever it was like back in 2016.
The second it was used to refer to an age under 30, it was completely gone. I don't know how long you think people live, but I wouldn't say you've reached Unc status until you've lived at least 50% of your life. Which, as long as you don't get murked, you should have a good 80 years. So what are we doing calling 18-year-olds Unc? Bro, 18 is not Unc. But like everything ever, niggas have just started trolling with the phrase grown man, by the way. We got niggas making 79-part series on the things you shouldn't do as a grown man. This nigga has damn near wrote a book on this, and I've watched pretty much all.
Bro, Woo-Wop's smart as fuck for his age, though.
So here are my personal favorite things you can't do as a grown man. As a grown man, you can't have allergies. If you have an allergic reaction, you just gotta thug it out, bro.
Alright, let's see if we win. So far, I'm winning. I don't have any allergies. I don't got asthma.
You are a grown-ass man sneezing and shit because of some flowers. The next one is reading instructions. This is one of those ones where...
Okay, I read instructions, bro. Can we change it to doing the tutorial? Because a lot of the time, I'm not doing that shit. I just hop straight into a comp game, to be honest. And I promise you, I won't be the worst nigga in the lobby.
Being a grown man apparently means you'd rather die than ask for help. Where does that even originate from? You know, having to be a tough guy and never asking for help? Is that toxic masculinity?
Big man saying, I don't even know what that hyper-masculinity thing is, bruv. But shout out to my LGBTQ people, bruv. You get me?
Like, bro, if I'm building IKEA furniture and I open the manual, that's not me being zesty. That's just me wanting the shelf to actually stand upright.
My table.
Can't even eat a meat rocket.
You a grown-ass man throwing a meat missile. If you like meat down your throat, that's all you had to say?
Yo, you can call me the Glizz Wiz, gang. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'ma eat a hot dog. I might eat 2. I might eat 3, gang. I don't care if I'm at a barbecue, I'm in the crib, and I'ma really dress it up too. I'm gonna put some onions on that bitch. I'm gonna put some ketchup on that bitch, some mustard on there. I'm gonna put some bacon on there. What else? Shit, whatever I feel like. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what niggas be talking about. Now, am I gonna blast it in public? Nah. But in the crib? Oh, yeah.
That's obviously joking, and he does have some pretty understandable
We getting
ones.
money.
Like, as a grown man, why are you staying mad at your friend for weeks? Get that Nickelodeon shit out of here, bro.
Being mad at somebody for a long period of time, that is some shit I would not do as a grown man. It's either I don't give a fuck or I just don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Holding a grudge and waiting for somebody to apologize to you or talk it out with another grown-ass man, yeah, that one is valid.
Careful in this modern day, because we have an abundant amount of dick riders among us. You blink too softly, somebody's talking about a grown man blinking softly.
If you ever do that again, I'm gonna kill your parents. And I know what it is.
But I agree that sometimes your age should not exceed the age of your actions. Like these memes, when my group leader, age 13, says his mom ain't dropping me home, age 36, after we did our 6-7 prank.
6 or 7?
Which when you're 36 years old, you cannot be saying 6-7 and hanging around with 13-year-olds.
That's valid.
That would be a good time to use the phrase grown man, by the way.
That's
you know, when
valid.
it actually applies. And there's also some real world examples of people that are too old to be doing what they do. And the first people
I feel like grown-ass men should only be used. Hold on, it's bright as fuck.
that come to mind is the Nelk boys.
I feel like grown-ass men should only be used when you're clearly doing something to try and act like you're young. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what comes to mind for me. Like, when you're talking to a teacher or some shit and they're clearly trying to use a meme they don't understand just because they know it's popular, that's when it's like, all right, bro, grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? If it's funny, though, or if it's valid, then I wouldn't say it. Like, if your teacher is just randomly, like, back in the day, if your teacher just hit the nay-nay or some shit for no reason, like, shut the fuck up, gang, grown-ass man. But if it's one of the lit teachers and it's actually funny, then it's like, it is what it is. Like, niggas be acting like getting old is, like, prime or some shit. Like, niggas want to be young forever. That's why we got so many EDPs running around. Y'all niggas obsessed with staying young and shit.
And that says thou shalt not send though, right?
Oh, let's get Sandy! Now, the average age comes down to a clean 30, which in this day and age is debunked territory. You're damn near considered a relic at this point. Now, I wouldn't even flame the Nelk boys, because, you know, they started doing content when they were way younger. Their whole full send branding, that shit was so tough in 2019. It doesn't age well, though.
Send, but it just hypnotizes you. It's an airborne disease, the Sen virus. Like I said, we're not alcoholics. We're just addicted to the Sen.
And they stayed doing this, too.
I want to be cringy, but like, I am feeling sendy right now.
But Nelk has always
Like, what is that? Like, YOLO? I'm feeling sendy right now? That is pretty cringe, to be honest. Grown-ass man saying I'm feeling sendy? Like, take that back to the round table. I don't like that.
had that college frat bro, niggas named Chad and Connor, backwoods cap permanently infused to your skull. You know, that sort of vibe going on. But the problem with that is that the audience grows, bro. People graduate, they get jobs, and eventually they want to stop getting sendy.
We on to better things, you know what I'm saying?
And then those same people look at the Nelk boys who they used to look up to, and then they clown them for being grown-ass men still on the same shit. Now here's the fun part, even if they change what they do, people are still gonna be like they missed the old Nelk or that they switched up. So it's really just a lose-lose situation. But you know what I mean when I say the lit old dude aesthetic? This is also known as the Jason Nash method. Now Jason Nash is 52. 52 with a wife and kids, and his current wife is 33. So keep in mind when Jason was 19, she was still queuing to be born.
Check his entourage.
But Jason Nash gets grown-ass man allegations because, you know, he is 52 hanging out with 20-year-olds that vlog in LA. This nigga reminds me of teaching.
How do y'all feel about them big-ass age gaps and shit like that? Me, personally, I'm not a fan, bro. Now, I do think people do be dragging it when they be calling them EDPs, and I feel like it depends. Like, if we talking about, like, a 45-year-old with, like, a 32-year-old or some shit, like, it's a little weird, but some people think it's, like, assault or coercion or some shit like that. Like, that I don't agree with. But I do feel, like, some type of way when I see, like, 18 to 20-year-olds, and then they're with a nigga that's, like, 40. Like, that's weird. Or, like, even, like, 30. Like, at 30, why are you talking to somebody that's 19? You know what I'm saying? Or 20. Like, that's weird as hell.
Kids in school that try too hard to be cool.
What's up, twin? Your aura right now is on 1,000, man.
Another person that's been called the lit old dude is Face Banks. Well, I guess just Banks now. But I would say, yeah, he is the lit old dude. There's images like this, 40-year-old man screaming to Netspend. Everything in me tells me a person over 30 should not be singing their heart out to a 17-year-old underground rapper. But then again, you know, what's the harm in it? And that's my problem with the...
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the harm in that though? Like I feel like people only do it with certain things. If Netspend was a 17-year-old that painted the fucking Mona Lisa and he went to go see it, you wouldn't give a fuck, like, oh, grown-ass man. But because he's rapping is lame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people do pick and choose. Like, you shouldn't be a grown-ass man at like a party full of like 18 and up, like pop-out party type shit, and you're like 36. Like, that is weird, even though like that's weird. But certain things, bro, people do be dragging it, you know what I'm saying?
Grown-ass man trend. It's sort of pushing this narrative of once you turn a certain age, you can't like certain things. Which for the people that think like this, what's gonna happen once you turn 30, bro? Are you just gonna stop enjoying every aspect of life that you previously liked? Personally, my nightlight's coming with me to my grave. I don't have no fragile adulthoodity.
Nigga scared of the dark. That is one of them ones, to be honest. That is one of them ones. I think it's just a nightlight. I think if you just leave the TV on while you sleep, I know some people do that. You probably get away with it more. A nightlight is kind of crazy though.
Adulthoodity? I don't know, bro. And then we have people like Duke who are 31 as of today, right? So tell me why this nigga has photos with Martin Luther King. Boy, if you don't... Right, this is not his high school photo, bro. Age inflation is a real thing, but it's only a Gen Z, Gen X thing, bro. Because for some reason, everyone has an accelerated view of life. Like, if you're not fully self-sufficient by 20, you're considered a bum-ass chud. But on my For You page...
I do think it's because most of the time, the people we're fed nowadays that are successful in, like, all forms of media, whether that be the top athletes, the top content creators, the people that are literally all over your phone, whether you want to or not, they're all between the ages of, like, 17 to 27. So I think a lot of people are, like, under the impression that that's normal.
I keep seeing this podcast called Sandbox Sessions, and it's like 4 niggas who ask the dumbest hypotheticals, and the questions all relate to the things that are appropriate for a grown man to do. And they have classics like, is it appropriate for a grown man to be out of breath, spanning 2 minutes? These niggas are the biggest trolls, because how are they so serious about it?
You're not the only one breathing here. Like, so my question is it appropriate for another grown man to be out of breath?
The kind of questions these niggas be asking are low-key revolutionary. Is it appropriate for a grown man to be unable to find parking?
How long are we talking though? It's not appropriate for you to be a grown-ass man and you can't find parking, so you give up. Like, if you have plans and you pull up to your plans and you can't find parking, so you just go home, that's crazy. I've never done that in my life.
Video contains powerful arguments such as, if you can't find parking, what can you find? Personally, I think these guys' videos are hilarious, but what confuses me is the people that will actually get mad at this. I'll never understand people getting mad at something like this that's so obviously a joke. This is like
But the thing is, a lot of people, I realize a lot of people can't understand, like, rage bait. Let's say you're into film and you're watching a movie in a theater, you don't see it the same way as people that don't create movies. Like, you can't enjoy it the same. And I know that because, you know, I make music, I make content. So when I consume music or content, you hear certain things, the extra tidbits that are for those people. Sometimes I'm around people that don't really consume as much content as me, or they never created it. Fake skits, obviously staged pranks. A lot of people really cannot tell. Like, for the most part, a lot of people think those UDY cheating pranks are real. Them shits are fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they could sue me for that, but I don't really give a fuck. Most of those shits are fake. A lot of content that is literally long form, like to the point where the videos are like 30, 40, 50 minutes, that revolve around if this person finds out, is fake. Nobody's gonna pay all these cameramen and this cast and rent all these big cameras or all this equipment. 10 minutes into the reaction, somebody spots the camera, they're like, oh, this is a prank, I'm leaving. And like, it doesn't go the way you want. Like, they're gonna lose money, bro. Those shits are fake. Hey, I'm very interested to see how this shit plays out 10 to 15 years from now, when all those people making the grown man jokes are no longer pre-teens and shit like that. I'm very curious to see where the memes go. But until then, all we could do is wait until we find out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to watch next. And until the next video, thank you for watching.